Welcome everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome Max. Welcome 737. Good to see you on board. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Good to see each and every one of you. Just loading up our plane. You're doing Vancouver to where? What's the Charlie Yankee Whiskey Golf? Winnipeg, nice. I've never flown to Winnipeg on simulator anyway. Should check that out soon. Hey Canada A320, what, the new livery? I hope it's the new livery. Just give you guys the loading part. Move that stupid counter out of the way. There we go. We are on VAT Sim as well in America. I haven't flown on VAT Sim in America for a long while. Hope your Monday went well. Tuesday, yeah, no worries. Thank you, Max. It was good. That doesn't look right. Here's what it is. I have a schedule made up of a tour of all places like America, Mexico, Africa, and Asia, and also oceanic flights. If I have time on the weekends. Nice man, that sounds like a good plan. Sounds like a good plan, brother. Just waiting for a few services to be completed. As you can see, we've requested the boarding, catering, etc. Everything is requested. I've got the host. How you are doing, Nabil? I'm doing good, Max. Hope you're doing well as well. Thank you for asking. Alright, with that, let's get music off. Alright, let's jump inside the cockpit. We're going to go to overhead panel. We're going to get the battery switches on, emergency switch on. Ground power can come on. Let's go up. We'll get the IRS to nav. IRS to nav. Then we'll get the aft fuel pump on. And make sure everything else looking good over here. That's on ground power. Good. Let's get the panel brightness up over here. My first solution flight on schedule is on Dublin to Vancouver. Nice. Alright, and with that, let's go down and get the no smoking signs on. And we're going to get window heats on over here. Actually, while we do that, let's get my face on. There we go. Alright, so then let's make sure everything's looking good over here. Fine, and we're going to be cruising at fly level 300, fly level 300. Landing altitude minimums will get them up in a second. Let's go down, get the main panel lights up. Do the same over here as well. Main panel brightness up. I'm gonna set squawk 2000 for this lovely flight. Gonna go to Unicorn 1228. Cool. You should see your face. Yeah. What flight are we doing tonight, Nabil? And how long is the estimated time? So flight time is roughly about 1 hour 20 minutes each way. So we're going to be doing two flights. So 1 hour 20 minutes and 1 hour 20 minutes. Right. So that's all looking good. Let's go to our beautiful FMC. We're going to go pausing it, and we're going to go airport reference kilo Alpha Tango Lima, and we're going to go to next page, grab the GPS left position, put that in there. Gonna get my headphones up. Right, so let's go to route Kilo Alpha Tango Lima. We're gonna be flying to Kilo Bravo Alpha Delta. No, Kilo Delta Alpha Bravo. No, sorry. What am I doing? That's all wrong. Anyway, Kilo Delta Alpha Bravo. We'll put that in. Flight number is Delta 1464. So we're going to plug that in there. Runway, we'll take 26 left for our departure. What airport is that? That's a Daytona Beach. Daytona Beach or Daytona Beach. Let's go to departure. We're going to get to departure in, which is, let's bring up our flight plan. So departure is going to be 26 left via Versit 3. So 26 left, Versit 3, our departure. There we go. Let's go to route, and we're going to go forward from Versit. We're going to go Noki, which is that's a bit weird. Well, Versit 3 should have taken us to Noki. Let me get that up again quickly. Departure. That's in Noki transition. There we go. Let's go to route. From Noki, we're gonna go direct Yanti. So Yankee Alpha November Tango India. From Yanti, we're gonna go direct to Keeleg. From Keeleg, we're going to go Thor 3. So let's go to our arrival now. ILS 25 right, Thor 3, Keeleg. And we are, don't think we're taking any transitions. So we're just going to leave that, activate and execute that. Let's make sure there's no discontinuity. If there is, let's clear that up. There we go. Do the same. Cool. Right, so now that's done, let's quickly have a look at rest of the things. So let's go to our FS sections and fuel. Fuel going to be carrying 5100 of, no, actually we're carrying 4600 fuel. Fuel 4600, there we go. Set that up in kgs, yes. Payloads, we have 98 passengers, so kind of a light flight today. And cargo is 2.4, so that is 1200 or 1200 forward, 1200 aft. Pretty light today. Okay, Nabil, have you seen the release of the FS traffic and new Boeing 777-8? Yes, I have, and they look really good. They look quite good, to be honest. Right, let's go to init and perf. So what we're gonna do, let's get 0 fuel weight in. There we go. And we're gonna get our reserves, which are 1.7. Cost index is 1.3. Gonna be cruising at fly level 300. Winds are 268 at 62 knots. Transition altitude is 18,000 spine. Okay, let's execute this. Are you planning to try out the 787-flights? Maybe I will. Not at the moment, but maybe in the near future I will. Right, so we're gonna get our takeoff weight 57,800 tons, and our Mach is 19.8 for this. Let's calculate that. So that gives us of N1 limit of 40. Cell temp is 46, We're gonna get D rate of 22. Let's increase that and see if we can get closer. 87.2. Let's see. Okay, doesn't want to go. I will just leave it 87.5. Let's go to takeoff. We're going to be doing flaps 5. Let's get CG 5.6, which is almost correct. Thank you very much, Max. So V1 133, V2 is 133 as well. VR is 138. Okay, so that's looking good. Imperial Southwest just going right now. I believe our boarding is done. Probably just gonna wait for catering and fuel trucks. So boarding is done. I'm gonna wait for catering and fuel trucks. So let's go down. Let's go to doors. Close that door there, and the rest of the stuff's looking good. Yeah, we're waiting for fuel as well. So while that happens, let's go to our charts and see what the minimums are. So minimums are 234, so we'll get 250 over here, 250. Alright, so QNH for today's flight is 3018. So let's plug that in, 3018. There we go. Airport elevation is 1026, so we'll get that in our barrel. $1,026 coming up. There we go, 1026. Okay, so our V2 speed is 138, so we're going to plug that in. Initial climb is 10,000 feet, and our runway heading is 275, so we're going to plug that in quickly. Let's plug the course in as well, 275. Lovely. With that, let's go and get our auto-braked RTO. Fly director left and right can come on. And everything else is looking in order. That's fine. You can get rid of that jetty. We don't need it anymore. There comes our catering trucks. Right, let's get our charts on my Navigraph over here. Okay, that's fine. So we are at stand Delta 38. We're going to be pushing back and on to 4 November. Then going to take via 4 November, we're going to go on to Foxtrot 4, then right on Echo all the way down to holding point 26 left. Is this live weather, Nabil? Yes, it is indeed. It is live weather. There's quite a bit of traffic at the moment. You can see another Delta down there. There's a Southwest here. I don't know what that is. What are we doing with our FPS? Stable 37, 38 FPS, not bad. This is a default Atlanta as well, which is quite heavy. I prefer MSF and P3D. Right, so after the catering, I believe there's going to be fueling as well. And refueling, what happens is I'm just going to fuel in using this option here. We already got our fuel in, which is 2300 kilos in each. So we'll probably just move it back and forward so that the fuel system recognizes it. That's all you need to do with the if you request fueling through GSX. So yeah, as you can see, our catering is done. Now we're just gonna wait for our fueling truck to come through. Let's see if these hydraulics get taken off as well. Some crazy details. Yeah, hydraulics stowed. Let's see where our fuel truck is. Shouldn't take too long, to be honest. Our fuel truck should be here somewhere, depending on where it's coming from. Sometimes that could take a bit long as well if the fuel truck is coming from far.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Alright, so our fueling truck is on the way. I'm just gonna have a look where it is exactly. Can't see it. The main thing is the rest of the stuff is done, so that's what we were looking for. Let's zoom in a bit more, get the traffic on, and we'll get the weather radar on as well. VR1 and 2 can go because, you know, they don't use, and make sure we've got Scott 2000, which is set. And also this button doesn't work, so it's fine. Lee H, I don't think you could get the N1 you wanted, 87.2 on the N1 limit page, Nabil, because the APU bleed was off. If the APU bleed was off and you put the correct assumed temperature, it'll show. Wait, let me read that again. If the APU bleed was off, and you've put in the correct assumed temperature, it'll show a higher N1. It would show a higher N1 if it was off. I mean, oh right, okay. So we had, let me see what the N1 that we had. N1 was 46, and so we can just put 46 in then. Cool. I see what you mean. So when you start the APU, look at N1 on the takeoff ref or N1 limit page, then put APU bleed on and it should show the correct N1. Ah, okay, roger that. I understand your point now. Thank you very much, Lee. Appreciate you, buddy. Let me get. Usually I do the FMC from my iPad, but I'm just doing it because it's a small thing. All right, there we go. Cool. Where's that fuel truck gone? There it is. It's not going to do much. I mean, I still have to input fuel myself, but you know. Got Papa John's pizza on a bill. Nice snacks. No, I guess that should have done for today. I love how there are 2 taxiways at Atlanta, and I assume that's without both of the planes clipping each other.
Please don't load the aircraft until the fuel truck. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
We're gonna have to use sorry, not the weather. Gonna have to use our fuel truck. There we go. And if you have a look over here, don't know why it says 947. Maybe it's in pounds, but yeah. Right, let's go and get the seatbelt signs on, and we'll get the APU on. Let's get the anti-cold lights on. Beautiful. While that happens, let's get the GSX to push us back as well.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 1464, pushing back, stand Delta 38 on to 4 November. Alright, so as you can hear, this bad boy is spooling up. Let's go up and have a look.
Checks completed.
It should be, there you go, APU is available. We'll get APU bleed on, and there's no point turning packs on now because we're about to push back. Right, so with that, let's move the power to APU gen. We'll get electric hydraulics on, yaw damper can come on. Rest of it is fine. Okay, with that, I'm gonna get the rest of the fuel pumps on. Let's go. Get the parking brakes on.
Locking gear.
Ground power is released. Let's get rid of the chokes as well. And we're going to go to FMC, get the takeoff data over here. Trim is 5.65, so you're going to have to keep that in mind. Nabil, would you like to do more flights with your virtual airlines? Yes, I would love to do them soon. We're going to be facing nose left. Yes.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, cool. That's looking all good. Let's go up and get the ignition to ground for engine number 1. N1 is showing 87.2. Oh, that's the correct N1 we have. Lee, thank you so much for that, man. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. That has corrected itself now that we have APU on. I'll keep that in mind for next time. I actually didn't realize that. Alright, sorry. Forgot to get the fuel in for engine number 1. Southwest goes, so we're clear. Nuji, welcome to the stream, man. That was your suggestion, so there you go. You have your flight today. Make sure you're not late, and I hope you're on board this flight with us. Beautiful.
A320 departing 26 left.
There we go.
Parking brakes.
Beautiful. Push
Wait for
back.
your confirmation for a
You
good
can give them
engine start.
confirmation for good engine start, so they can leave us alone.
Start.
Right, so let's go up and get the ignition for number 2 to ground. Same thing over here. Push the N2 to rise. It's got to be 25, so we can get the fuel in for this as well. Yeah, man, for sure. Can I hop in the jump seat? No. Alright, you'll get the best seat just because it was your suggestion. We'll give you the best seat. Wish I had GSX. Yeah, Max, it's a really good immersion. Let's get fuel in for engine number 2. Look at that, these bad boys spooling up. Obviously, while that happens, what we can do, we can get flaps 5 set up for takeoff. Flaps 5.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, as you can see, engine number 2 is coming up. There we go. Both engines are a good start. Let's get Gen 1 and 2 on. And with that, we can remove the power to Gen 1. Let's get the ignition to continuous. With that, let's get probe heat on. We'll get left and right packs on. Isolation valve auto. APU bleed can go off. And APU can go off. Taxi lights can come on. Okay, everything else is looking as it should. Let's set the trim now. 5.65, I believe. Yes. The 5.65 should be somewhere about there. That's fine. Ladies and gents, we are looking good for our takeoff. So let's go. LNAV, VNAV can engage, and we'll introduce or we'll announce our taxi. Marco, welcome to the stream. Cabin crew is ready. Please inform when departure. Marco, we are ready. We are ready for taxi. Atlanta traffic, Delta 1464, taxiing to holding point Echo runway 26 left via 4 November, Foxtrot, Foxtrot 4 and Echo. Atlanta traffic. Cool. Parking brake released. Let's get the thrust in for our engines, which will be about 30% thrust.
Traffic, Delta 1676, taxi.
Which other mods than GSX are using? Other mods, what sort of mods are you talking about? Because I've only got GSX, and other than that, I don't really have any other mods apart from the freeway planes such as fly-by-wire A320 and A32NX. So yeah, that's about it really.
Atlanta traffic, got
Martin, welcome to the stream as well. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. You are back in the bill. No worries, Max. See you in a bit.
Atlanta.
Hope you guys doing well, man. Thank you all so much for joining. Good to see each and every one of you. Like I said, looking pretty nice and busy. Oh, look at that aircraft. What's that doing? That's Delta as well. Oh God. Put a name to shame.
Southwest 197 line up waiting 26 left.
Does GSX come with a better plane AI and you can speak with air traffic with your own voice? No, GSX doesn't do that. It does not have that integration. There it goes, that American A320. Let's slow down a bit, we're going a tad bit too fast. Crash of 1,000 miles in. Thank you very much, Marco. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Right on time to watch the takeoff. Indeed, Martin. Indeed. How are you doing this then? I'm flying on VATSIM. Are you aware of VATSIM?
197 departing 26 left, carry 2 departure.
Is it a server? Yes, it is a server. If you Google, if you not Google, sorry, if you YouTube VATSIM for MSF, then it'll give you a lot more information in more depth than I can ever give you. And you know, it's a really good immersion. I definitely recommend flying in on VATSIM. We can go via Echo 13, which is right here. So we'll wait behind this 777, this beautiful American 777. Okay, thanks a lot, because I want to make flights realistic. Yeah, man, this will be the way for you then. If you want to make flight realistic, this will be the way. Does it cost anything, VATSIM? No, VATSIM is free. It does not cost anything. Let's go, let's get the return of lights on, we'll get the landing lights on. There we go, and we'll get strobe lights on. Everything else is looking fine. Atlanta traffic, Delta 1464 holding short at Echo 13 for runway 26 left. Albanian pilot, hello, welcome to the stream. Where I can find the banner? Which banner are you talking about, Albanian pilot? London traffic, Delta 1464 lining up runway 26 left behind departing the 777 to take busiest 3 departure. Atlanta traffic. There are different ways to get this banner. You can get this banner from something called Fly Live Studio, or you can get it on Volanta as well. So yeah, there are different ways to get this banner, man. Alright, so with that, let's go and we'll get auto throttle on, and we'll also get our chrono on. Let's get the thrust to idle. Ladies and gents, let's give you guys the gear cam. Oops, overshot a little bit. And let's get the TCAS to TARA. Right, ladies and gents, enjoy the takeoff. Let's set the thrust to 40%. We get the central line quickly. 40% and toga. Right, N1 toga green. Why is the auto throttle getting
traffic Delta 1676 lining up runway 26 left, Solana.
Alright, there we go. Airspeed is alive. Yeah. Sorry, my central line is a bit off because I got distracted by the auto throttle disengaging. No. Bloody hell. Don't know why that was happening. Gear up. That was weird. Don't know why the auto throttle wouldn't connect. You're pitching way too high right now. That was really weird takeoff. Never had that before.
Traffic Delta 1676, takeoff roll runway 26 left.
Let's get autopilot on because I don't really trust that sort of takeoff. Flaps up. That was really weird takeoff. I never had that before. Let's get to gear position to off and we'll get the auto brakes to off. With that, let's climb to our cruise altitude of 30,000 feet. Land traffic Delta 146 for climbing to fly level 300 out of 5,000 feet. Alright, so that's looking fine-ish. We can make a nice cloud break, I guess. It's so nice to see your progress from small to big. Marco, thank you very much, man. I appreciate your kind words. Here's the camera crew. Is everything okay? Some patients were frightened. Yeah, I know. I hope everything is okay. Because that was definitely a bit of a weird one that we just had. It was a very weird takeoff. Let's go up, get the running turn off lights off, taxi lights off. Look at this beautiful cloud break though. Bring you guys back to the flight deck. Beautiful clouds, I know, man. Look at those fluffy clouds. So nice. Oh, beautiful climate. Okay, I thought you meant cloud.
Atlanta Delta 1676 out of 4.5 on the departure. Last call, Atlanta.
Russian words, we pay the whole, use the whole runway, yes. But the problem is the auto thrust disconnected, so that's why we had no choice but to use the whole runway. Right, 10,000 feet, let's get the ignition to off, landing lights can come off, nose and no smoking signs and the seatbelt signs can go to auto. Hey, that's looking fine. Lovely. Ladies and gents, hope you guys enjoyed this beautiful takeoff of yours. Yeah, the clouds are also beautiful as well. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Okay, looks like are we not going above? I'm gonna get minus not 0.77 for max speed. I guess we're not permitted to do that from the looks of things. Speed's still at 250 knots, which is slightly weird, because usually it will be a lot more than that. Let's get speed 280 at rivet. No? Okay. We can't, unfortunately. Sadly my grandma passed away, but now when I'm flying in the fly sim I image flying close to her. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Marco. Flying is not a passion, it's Madison who agrees. Yes. For some of us, yes, that is definitely agreeable. Right, let's get the pressure to standard. And while that happens, let's get some music on as well, shall we? Well, the question is, so yeah. Other question is the PMDG 77 for free? No, it's not for free. Unfortunately, you have to pay for it. I only know that the Phoenix A320 is. Phoenix A320 is not free. Neither is the PMDG 737. They're both payware. Quite expensive ones, but yeah, they're both worth it at the same time, to be honest. Trying to sort out music at the same time. People just paid unfortunately, but you can get the 7600 for a lot cheaper than the other ones if you're on a budget. Yeah, that's a good alternative to have a 736 if you want. That is a really good alternative. Yeah, there you have it. Our top of climb is 18 nautical miles away. Look at that bad boy. Yesterday I flew from Franklin to Riga. I switched on the autopilot and wanted to bring a glass of water from the kitchen, and then my plane crashed. So what? Did you not set the autopilot correctly? your brother crashed it. At least it was just a simulator, right? It's fine. But yeah, we're going through some beautiful clouds right now, and we're making our way down to Daytona Beach. And what is going on over here? Let me just have a look quickly. Why is our Volanta is not showing anything? Street tour. There we go, that's better. Are you planning for 7 or 25 in Daytona? It'll be 25. I just looked earlier, well not earlier, just before I started flying, that they were landing at 25 right, so that's what we're going to be doing, ILS 25 right. Is 737 a bad boy with wings? It has the juice. I can't imagine a more beautiful thing. I mean, the wings are, the sharklets just suit the 737, I believe. In my opinion, they don't suit the 767 at all. The corn trend with airplanes. The corn trend? What is that trend? Never heard of that. Very old thing, summer 2022. Okay, maybe I'm not aware of that. Maybe I'm too old for that. I'm definitely old, that's for sure. But what I'm hoping for is that we get smooth landing, not like yesterday where upon landing everything was just so bad. We had a very bad lag. It's cool that you make a 3 airport route which are related to existing routes. Yeah, I try my best to replicate the real routes. Obviously I can't replicate the everything that they do, like the SOPs and stuff. But I try to replicate as much as I can. That being said, let's have a look. So top of descent is 167 nautical miles, which is not that far. And we should be down in Daytona in about 40 minutes. And yeah guys, if you are new to the stream, please do consider hitting that like and the subscribe button. Appreciate you all so much for coming out and hanging out with me. You need to fly the 777 or 777 as a special. The problem is the 777 or 787, they're not very good airplanes in Microsoft Flight Sim anyway. We've got them in P3D, but in Microsoft Flight Sim they're an absolute nightmare. It's beautiful in Daytona today at like 82 degrees. Nice. That's quite warm, I guess, because it's in Fahrenheit, so I don't know the difference between Fahrenheit and centigrades. $28. Bloody hell, that is hot. Look at these clouds though. They look like cottons. It's done. The like button is for OG YouTube Blue and calling the police because I hate it. Nice, thank you Marco. If you have a look at our landing weight, so there's a difference of 1.0 fuel weight, so that'll give us 55.3 landing weight. So I'm gonna quickly try calculate that. So 55.3 on landing en route. Too far right, 2.3, okay, but yeah, that's quite cool. Right, so flap config gonna be 30, anti-ice air condition is gonna be auto, anti-ice gonna be off. We're gonna take auto brakes 1, reverse is gonna be all up, and 55,300. Calculate that, and we should be good with auto brake 1. We take auto brakes 2. We might be able to stop. Let me have a look. Where's the graphic? Yeah, we might be able to stop in good distance. We'll take auto brakes 2. Altimeter is 3018 again for this one as well. So we're going to set that up 3018. Cool. Sometimes it is flying when I go back from holiday. Kilo Delta Charlie Alpha to Kilo Alpha Tango Lima to Kilo Delta Alpha Bravo. Nice. What's Kilo Delta Charlie Alpha? Is that Charlotte? No, it's not Charlotte, is it? That's Kilo Charlie Lima Tango. Bye. It's like 7:23. I'm in my home and need to learn for music exam tomorrow. No worries, Marco. Thank you very much. And yeah, when will we land? We should be landing in about 35 minutes. We should be on the ground. So in about 30 minutes we should be like landing. That's Washington DC. Oh yeah, I think we flew from that the other day, didn't we? It's for Southwest. You'll be there for observation and betterness. Thank you, Marco. Thank you for those nervous feels when you come to observe us. Yeah, no pressure. Yeah, tell me about it. Hopefully we get a good landing, man. I really wanna, because tomorrow I'm thinking of flying the Airbus, and I really want to get a good landing before we, you know, say goodbye to 737 for a few days. So hopefully we can manage a butter today. Guess we have a decent kind of music on. Just want to hear how my voice sounds in my live stream. Okay, I think we're okay. Is it loud? Is it loud enough, or is it just about right? So I've got the microphone in a slightly different position, and it's just right. Okay, cool. That's fine. So Charlotte is on. Charlotte ground's on. Nice. Have a look at FPS, see what kind of FPS we're getting. Oh yeah, I've got that to 50%, so that's gonna be sticking to 37.3. My GPU temperature is about 80 to 84 degrees. Is that okay, or is, I feel like it's a bit on the high side. So my CPU temps are okay. 77. So it's kind of high, but makes sense since you're streaming and playing on it. Yeah, that's true. And my CPU temps are like 78, 79. So that's fine. CPU temps are fine. Cool, everything's looking fine. Are you considering a 40 series card? Nucci, maybe in the future, but at the moment, no, man. It's a bit. I have to look at the costs and everything, and at the moment, cost-wise, it's just a bit too much for me. Can't afford to do that right now. I would love to have one, but at the moment, you know, as I said, it's all about saving costs. Yeah, the prices are just ridiculously expensive. I mean, just for a graphics card, it costs as much as a phone, and or even you know, other computers. Like it's just bizarre. You can have good build of 30 series. A whole computer would cost you about £1,200–1,300, whereas one graphics card is costing you that much. And obviously it's not just the card. You've got to think about the rest of the stuff. You've got to think about, you've got to get the compatible CPU with it, which is another expense. Then the RAM to go with it. Then the power supply and the case to have a bigger motherboard and fit that in. It's just, you know, the cost just climbing and climbing. Yeah, exactly. Like, not even that. Like, even this PC that I have right now, I can just get, you know, another PC just for streaming, which will be a lot cheaper, and I'll get so much good performance out of it as well. So yeah, man, it just doesn't make sense to spend that much just on a graphics card. Yeah, Captain Canada did get a second PC, and definitely, man. Like I said, if I turn the OBS Studio off, then I gain like additional 5 to 7 FPS easily, and that's a big jump for the specs that I have. Mostly on high presets, just a couple of them on low, like trees and grass is on low. I'm never going to go that low to the grass to have a look at it, how good quality of that is. And then I've got clouds on ultra, and the rest of it is just high, and you know, I'm getting really good performance out of it. Touch wood. Obviously I don't want to jinx it, because you know, we still got to land. Double descent is 61 nautical miles away, and what we can do, we can go to descent page, forecast, and let's request the descent winds, and our QNH for Daytona Beach is 3018, so we'll plug that in as well. 30.18. Execute that, and then we'll load the winds in as well. Welcome back, Max. Welcome again. Let's load the winds. Then we'll execute them as well. Cool. Winds are in. Let's go to our ILS frequency 1097. Course is 250, so we'll plug that in 1097. And we've got course 250, so we'll plug that in over here. Lovely. Like I said, we can have auto brakes 2 for this landing, so that's what we're gonna have, auto brakes 2. and our minimums are 250, so we can get them tuned in over here as well. 250. So we've got 250 sets, although it's not exactly 250. Let me have a look. Is 234. 234. Where are we flying over right now? Let me have a look. See if we can find out. There we are. This is where we're flying over right now. Just about to get into Florida. Yeah, from the looks of it. Look at this thick cloud down there. How dark that cloud is. It must be an absolute storm down there. What the winds are like at Daytona. Winds are 1855 knots, 6 knots. So we've got a bit of crosswind, but not too bad. There we go. We have started our descent. So what we need is fly level 27, altitude 2700. So plug that in so we can keep continuing our descent down to 2700 feet. That's where we'll be capturing our glide slope and ILS. Is that one in the A310 Max? Oh. Nabil, I think you need to try out Dubai to Muscat. It's a great flight. Emirates would be a good choice. A310. I mean, they don't fly anymore unless they flew it back in the days. But yeah, A310 is a good idea too. We can probably do A310 tomorrow. Maybe as a retro flight. Yeah, why not? Why not? A310 is definitely a fun plane to fly, to be honest. I loved our flight last time we flew to Azerbaijan. Feels nice to fly. That thing is really heavy. It is definitely really heavy, but it's nice to control. The flight dynamics are really nice. Any manager's done or any build's done quite a good job on that. Josh, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, buddy? Good to see you on board. Thank you so much for joining us. How's it going? Not so. Yeah, Josh, done for start a fight here. How about Nabil, you need to have your face on the tail of your virtual airline. No man, I can't do that. I think the tail looks really nice as it is, to be honest. Nabil, ban Josh, please. Josh is a mod, so he can ban himself if he needs to. So down to 20,000 feet. Ocean in the US. Yes, we are just over Florida. We're flying to Daytona Beach. Florida coast. Yes, it. Look at that. Look at that straight line. It looks like a bloody road. Chris, welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to see you again. Thank you very much for joining us. How are you doing, sir? Welcome, welcome. That perfect stretch. If you wanna live in Orlando, that's where my dream house is. Really? Shit, this in the US. US is not so bad, to be honest. The situation we're in right now in the UK, I think US is better. On the leg. Look at that. That alone looks like our River Thames in central London. With jet ski and a boat. I'm flying from Palma to Barcelona. Nice flight. Nice flight, man. We haven't flown to Barcelona or Madrid for a long time. It's been a long time. Alright, let's get the local QNH 3018 is in. Our port is set. Frequency is set as well, 197. Gonna make sure from my charts quickly. 197, yeah, that's fine. So once you land at 25 right, I'd like to take November 6 or November 5. And let me just quickly bring that up, see if we can show it over here. So yeah, this is where we're going to be landing. I'd like to exit via November 6 or November 5. We've got auto brakes 2 on, and then this is where our stands are 1, 3 and 5, I believe, and 4 or 2, 4 and 6, something like that. There they are. Yeah, 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. So we can park either any of these stands. on an Airbus A320 Jetstar. Chris, why would you be flying a Jetstar in Europe? I swear Jetstar is Asian and Oceanic, no? You love your jazz, don't you? It's just a playlist, man. That's where I'm fun. I don't know what music to play. I'm just passionate about my home. Nice. Delta flight is usually on stand 6. Okay, roger that, thank you. I'll keep that in mind, Juji. And the cockpit bounces on the 737. Yes, it's the FS realistic, man. At least the last time I flew out. Okay, no worries. We'll go to stand 6. Accidentally shut off my PC 140 minutes into the flight. Oh my god, that gotta be an awful situation. I know, but I did not have no plane. Ah, okay, no worries, Chris. That's fine, man. As long as you know, that's fine. So yeah, Rini, which is right there, we need to be 2,700, so we might need to make a slight adjustment in our flight. Time to take out my anger on DCS, shoot people down. How do you shoot your PC? As you can see, this is a constraint at 12,000 feet, so that's why our plane has stopped descending. You plugged in your USB. Oh yes, because sometimes when you're flying, Microsoft doesn't like you plugging things in and out. He asked me to allow that message. It can't say things like that. I know, same with me, but yeah, we know he's talking from a game's perspective, so yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's go to init, and we're gonna go flaps 30. That will be final speed of 142 knots. There we go, continuing our descent down now. Don't know why the speed's going up. You didn't actually yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You're gonna do what, Sir Josh? I mean, Chris? I thought you meant you accidentally pressed the power button or clicked Windows shutdown. I'm gonna do another flight. Nice, Chris. Good luck with that. Hope you have a nice flight. Right, 10,000 feet, and let's get our lovely landing lights on. Ignition switches can go to continuous. No smoking signs, and seatbelt signs on. Beautiful. Let's zoom in a bit more. We're going to continue on our present heading, or maybe have a bit of a deviation. We'll go heading select. Why you not aligned your heading bug? Because I don't do it every single time. I only do it sometime when I remember. Or you accidentally hit the... Yeah, that happens. I didn't hit power button accidentally while plugging the USB in, which is right next to my power button as well, but my daughter has. Do you like Boeing 737? Yes, Chris. I love that thing. I love Boeing 737. I love A320. They're all really good planes. I'm doing transatlantic flights tomorrow, Nabil, so can you give me an airline and aircraft flying from Heathrow? Go with Virgin, man. Virgin Atlantic will be nice. Alright, I'll keep your stream at bottom left, time to kill. No worries, that's all good, 737. Appreciate you, buddy. Right, let's go level change. And we require drag, which is what we're going to give. Speed needs to be 210 knots. Right, a lot of drag actually. Forgot how close we were to the airport. Alright, let's get our music off, shall we? Flaps 1. Yeah, we're not going to make that, are we? We're going to have to go slightly out before we can make that. Let's go heading select. Turn left heading 095 for now. 360 maybe? No, we can definitely get it. It's just that we'll have to go slightly more out. You like the 737 Southwest? I like the new livery on Southwest 737. Goodness, I didn't even realize how close we were. I did not check that at all. Your dream is to be a pilot, Chris. That's good, man. I hope your dream come true, buddy. Right, so let's go down. I can get viewer lock armed, lock green. Let's get the approach in. Go on altitude is 3000, so we'll set that up soon. Speed brake is armed. We have lock green. Glide path is just above us, which is good. Let's get the volume up a little bit. Beautiful. I think we need to have a chat about the heading bug. Josh, I know you need to do it, but sometimes I remember doing it, sometimes I don't. That's all it is. Because the thing is, when you're in external views and stuff, you don't really think about a heading bug. So I think that's where it comes down to. Nabil, have you got any TUI liveries? Yes, I do. I've got TUI livery on 737. Right, 40 nautical miles away. Let's make sure that we have a final speed 136 and plus 5 knots of wind correction. That will give us final speed of 141 knots. So yeah, our glide path should be coming down soon as well. Airport is just somewhere in the distance. Can't really spot it at the moment. It's a bit cloudy. Alright, so 11 miles on the distance. Minimums are set. 10 miles. Let's take the speed down to 180 knots. Hopefully the Daytona Speedway loads in is right next to the track. Oh really? That would be nice to see. I mean, we'll have replay for just that if that does happen. Right, flaps 5. Glide path green, beautiful. Distance is 8 miles. Oh no, this stupid thing. And we'll set the go around altitude 3000. Distance 7 miles. Let's get the gear down. We'll get the landing lights on and runway turnoff lights on, taxi lights on. Let's get the speed down to final speed of 151 knots. Yeah. Oh, good luck, thank you. What if HC were to give you a heading or said continue current heading while your plane gonna go off the wrong way? I mean, the setting the heading to the current heading will be absolutely fine, to be honest with you. There's our runway, but I see what you mean though, because you know it could take time and it could annoy ATC. But let's go flaps 15. Oh, 141, bloody hell. You saved me there. And what SOPs, Josh? I don't know about any SOPs. You didn't give me any SOPs. Right, speed's coming down nicely, ladies and gents. We are 1100 feet to go. With that, let's give you guys the gear cam, and we forgot to start our recording, which we're gonna do now. Right, 1000. Ooh, speed's still not down. Let's get the oh, bloody hell. Let's get the bloody hell, what was that? Oops. What's this, wind? Get the central line.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue. What? 338? Reverse is in. I don't know how that was 338, but we'll take that. we'll take this right over here. It's trying so hard to stop the plane on time. Ladies and gents, welcome to Daytona Beach. Could have done slightly better. Oh my god, there's the racetrack right there. Just fly the plane. Yeah, man. That's how you should be. Right, let's go to parking and we'll go to gates. Oh, bloody hell, why? Look, it says available soon. I will go to gate 4 then, if not there. Delta, alright, cool. That's looking nice though. Look at the free scenery, man. Looks beautiful. You need to go to flight school, Nabil. For all the wrong reasons. What is this building? Has this not rendered properly, or is that how it is? I think it's not it's not rendering. I think it's not made properly, because this scenery was freeway scenery from flysim.to, so you can't really expect, you know, high quality stuff. Right, let's get you guys to the main screen. Where is our terminal? Oh, there it is. So yeah, you can just go down here. So yeah, we're gonna watch the replay once, and then we'll set up the flight for our next leg. But yeah, man, this flight was fun. I definitely loved the approach. But I don't know what happened with the landing there, to be honest. I really didn't understand that. Trying to push my rudder so hard right now, but because my rudder is not fixed to the floor or something, it keeps sliding off. Wait, yeah, we're going here. Why is that guy over there? No, he's not. We're fine. We're fine. We should go further forward. Ah, can't get it. Can't get 0 out of 0. Right. It brought us way forward, but it's fine. It's fine. Right, okay, where is our recording? Let's stop that bad boy and have a look at our recording. We're going to disconnect from VATSIM. This freeway scenery looks beautiful, man. Right, so while that happens, let's quickly complete this flight and we'll load up the next one. Alright, so flare was nice, everything was nice. Just about hit, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I kind of have to agree there, because that was a bit of a slam, because we might have been a bit too slow on the speed, or a bit too high on the speed. But yeah, ladies and gents, after this we've got the return leg coming up, so make sure you guys stick around for that. Gonna be taking one way too far right again. There we go. Cool. Ladies and gents, stay tuned. Thank you very much for this leg. We've got next leg coming up. So we'll be right back once we have everything loaded up properly. When I say everything loaded up properly, I mean, you know, we're gonna have to wait for everything to load up again. That was nice, yeah. I'm not gonna complain about that, to be honest. I personally think it was really nice. Right, ladies and gents, with that, let's load up the next flight. And we'll load up the next flight plan over here as well. I find it doesn't lag in PMDG doing turnaround. No, Josh, we're not going to risk that. We are not going to risk that. We're okay, Josh. We're not going to risk that. Let's just not do that.
Boarding requested.
Right, ladies and gents, welcome back again. Let's do this return leg now, and we'll load up the flight once more. There and there. Cool. That's done. Let's go to our beautiful Volanta. Yes, flight ending. We know Volanta. Let's load you up with another one. Don't worry. Let's end that. We'll start a new flight.
Do you want to board crew?
No. Of course I want to board crew. Who's going to fly the plane?
Boarding starting.
Right, Nabil, how long is the flight for? This flight is pretty much the same amount of time, same distance, etc. Sorry guys, give me one sec. Well,
Crew boarding starting.
one sec. Right, we're back. Cool, let's go up. Oops. Battery switches on. Emergency exit signs on. Let's get the ground power armed. With that, we'll go down and have a look. Fuel pumps can come on. We'll get the IRS to nav, and everything else is looking fine over here. Let's go up. Get the panel brights up. Panel brightness up, and let's get the no smoking signs on. Lovely. We'll get the window heat on. And same with this one, we're going to be climbing at fly level 300 as well. Beautiful. Okay, that is fine. Anti-collision strobe lights are, position lights are on. I'm going to get this over our heads. Okay, with that, let's go to FMC. Do the same thing that we did with the other one. Kilo Delta Alpha Bravo. Put that in our airport position. Let's go to next page. GPS left position. We've got to wait for that. While we do that, let's go to route. enter that, and Kilo Alpha Tango Lima is going to be a destination. Flight number is Delta 1464 again. Usually the return leg has different name or different flight number, doesn't it? Runway for takeoff going to be 25 right, and let's go forward. Actually no, let's go to init first and grab the GPS left position, put that in there. Right, en route we're going to go to departure, and let's have a look. So for departure we are going to be taking, sir, come on, we're going to be taking Rosie 7 departure. We'll go to route, go forward. From Rosie 7 it's going to go to CRG or Charlie Romeo Golf. Then we're going to go direct to Sharks. I believe that's what it means. Then from there we're going to go direct to Larry. And then from Larry we're going to go direct to Lars. Cool. And then we're going to go to our arrival, which will be ILS 26 right for Atlanta. That will be via Jedi 3. So Jedi 3 and via Lars. Let's have a look at our transition. So from Lars we can take Hans or Zelo. What are we going to take? We're going to take Zelo. Cool. Route, activate and execute that bad boy. Let's go have a look. Let's get rid of these vectors. Jedi, there's vectors at after Pooba, so we'll get rid of those. Cool. Right, so with that, let's go to our flight over here. Upper sections fuel. So fuel we're going to be carrying today is 6 tons, so 6,000 fuel. And actually we've got to get the lights up over here, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Let's go down here, get the panel lights up over here as well. And also while we do that, let's quickly get everything filed for VATSIM as well, because you know we need VATSIM flight. So let's get that in. Beautiful. That's in. Where's our VATSIM? Let's connect to that bad boy. Cool. Let's go to, okay, we didn't connect. Let's connect again. There we are. Cool. That's done. VATSIM is done. Let's go Squawk 2000. 122.8 over here. Lovely. Cool. Right, so let's go over here. So fuel is done. Let's go to payload. We are carrying passengers, 181. So 181. Cargo is 4.5, so that will be 2,250 for forward, 2,250 for aft. Beautiful. Lovely. Thank you all so much. You're crazy, Max. Max, what's Max saying? How long is the flight for the return flight to Atlanta, and after that could you do a return flight to Heathrow? Thanks, Max. I appreciate the nice words, but no. Right, so let's have a look at rest of our data, which should be pretty similar to our previous flight. Why don't you just set the zero fuel weight? Because sometimes zero fuel weight doesn't really set the weight for the rest of the things properly, so that's why I like to do individual things. So reserves is 2.6. Cost index 13. Fly level 300. Winds are 267 at 60 knots. Zero fuel weight. Set that up. Execute that. So our takeoff weight is, let's have a look. Kilo Delta Alpha Bravo, we're going to be flying from Daytona Beach. That will give us runway 25 right, conditions are dry, and let's copy that in there. Flaps 5 fine, anti-air is going to be off. Let's get the 68,500 kilos of our takeoff weight. 17.8 is our CG. Let's calculate that. Beautiful. What sim brief profile are you using? I'm using Lido. I think you can do a transatlantic with the 900 ER. It might have the range. Yes, I believe. No, I haven't seen 900 ER, but I've seen Air Canada 787-Max or Max taking off from thingy, from Heathrow. Okay, let's have a look at that link, Josh. PMDG packs with base weight, blah blah blah. Base type, name, not comments. Okay, I'll have that saved up. Cool, that's saved up. I'll use that next time. Josh, thank you. No. Oh, aircraft profile. Okay, sorry, my bad. I thought that's what you meant. Right, so let's get rid of this and we'll go to N1. And N1 is 39. I need to remember that because Lee told me earlier that you don't need to change that. So D rate is 24, so we'll select that. Let's go to takeoff. Flaps 5. CG is 6.15 with 17.0 CG. Trim is 6.15. V1 143, VR 144, V2 is 150. Don't know why one number is always off on between the EFB and the in-flight calculator, which is still good to be honest with you, given that it's a free sort of EFB for you inside the flight. But yeah, right. So that's that. Let's go set the V2 speed 150. And we're gonna go to our quick charts. Heading course is 250, so we're gonna select that in here. 250. Do the same over here. 250. Oops. Use that for sim brief, you get more realistic weight, etc. Thank you very much, Josh. I'll definitely keep that in mind to use that next time. Right, let's go and we'll get the auto brakes to RTO. Fly director left and right can come on. Initial climb, I believe, is correct over here as well. No, it's 4,000 feet over here. Surprise, surprise. 4,000 feet. Right, so how are we doing outside? So we're loading our baggage. Last few bags to go. Can you believe this is a freeway scenery, and look at that track. The detail on that track is beautiful. I mean, we can see from far it's a track, you see. That's what I mean. Obviously it's not 100% detailed, but you know, it's good nonetheless. Can someone give me water?
Are on their way.
So catering vehicles are coming. Let's get rid of this. We don't need that. Cool. So airport elevation is 34, I believe. So we'll plug that in. Stop sending me snaps. My phone vibrates and then it falls. Okay, so what's our QNH? 3015, so we'll plug that in. 3015. Lovely, that's in. Beautiful. What else do we need to do? We do need to get our APU on, so let's get the seatbelt signs on. And what we can do is get our APU on, right? Alright, I've got to go, mate. No worries. Josh, thank you very much for staying with us, man. Have a good one. Take care. I was there past this weekend for 24-hour race. Nice. Alright, so let's get our APU turned on. We'll get anti-call lights on as well. No, to get a third strike. Yes, Nuji, you are very lucky. Right, so catering trucks are going to be in position any minute. See, GSX parked us, or you know, Microsoft Flight Sim parked us right on the line. Is this a that is a Vaston traffic, isn't it? Yeah, that's a Vaston traffic. Cool. So we're gonna have to add it on the push. Runway 25 is that way. So we are gonna be pushing. Yeah, we're gonna be pushing this way and take this right and left all the way down to runway 25. Cool. Let's go up, get the APU gen on, and with that switch the power to APU gen, and we'll get the yaw damper on. Lovely, that's all fine. Let's get the electric hydraulics on. APU bleed can come on, packs can go auto for now. Beautiful. Once the catering is done, we'll get our pushback. Catering shouldn't be too long. Behind on the left. So just there, isn't it? That's 2.5 right there. Yeah man, we're getting really good stable FPS, which is good to see. I feel like this plane is starting up. But he hasn't announced anything on the on Matsim. Hopefully we won't crash into each other. Right, so what we can do meanwhile, let's go to ground services. We'll get rid of the ground power unit, and yeah, we'll get the rest of the fuel pumps on. The catering is done. Let's request pushback. Make sure that all the doors are closed. We'll close the front entry door. The other one's going to close automatically. Right. Ground services, and we'll set the parking brakes. Remove the chalks. Go to FMC and we'll go to takeoff data for our takeoff. Wonder if I go straight back, I'm most likely gonna crash into him, isn't it? Can we just save the day by a few inches? Don't know, we'll have a look. We'll have a look. Right, getting pushed back. Ladies and gents, we're going to be on our way very soon.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Why is the gate inside of his cockpit? Yeah, it's just probably he has different scenery than I do. That could be the reason. Because when you have different sceneries, you look a bit different. Similar to how if you're flying on P3D and someone's flying on MSF and they GSX, when they push them back, you'll see them pushing back with the front wheel up in the air. So it's a bit weird like that. Like, look at where he's going. Why can I hear the plane starting up again and again? Is he actually starting up, or is it just me who can hear that? Let's have a look if his engines are running. No, they don't seem to be running. Yeah, his engines don't seem to be running. And do they talk to the sim controllers as well? Yes, they do. Everyone's controlling. It's like a crossplay thing. Let's zoom in, go to traffic mode, and yeah. Daytona traffic, Delta 1464 pushing back from stand 4 onto Alpha. Oh, at least we announced it. Hopefully we announced it correctly. That's another thing. Yeah, we did. Okay, we're fine. Let's continue waiting for other services. Catering was done a long time ago, mate. Let's continue pushback. Quick edit and push. Like I said, I'm gonna do quick edit and push because I don't want to run into that guy. Because if you do it this way, around this side, I'm not sure how will that work out, because we might clip into him. We might clip into him this way as well, actually. Do you know what? Let's just push down to this side. Okay, let's go and so hard sometimes pushing back like this on quick edit and push. I think we might have to come forward a few inches because yeah, we don't want to bump into there.
Release parking brakes.
Release parking brakes.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Beautiful. Let's get ignition to ground for engine number 1. Yeah, it is incredible, to be honest, and it's quite nice when you have something like FSLTL in, and you know, that can push you in nicely as well. Parking brakes are released. Why are you not pushing us? Let's get left and right packs off. Why are you not pushing us back, mate? Shocks are removed. Why are we not pushing back? Let's introduce the fuel.
To start the engines to request ground services.
For God's sake, really? Looks like we're gonna have to get the engines off first, lads. And it's asking us to set the chalks for parking brakes. There we go. Stupid thing. Continue pushback. What? Just push us back. Oh, look, see what I mean? I mean, that guy would have pushed right into us as well, so good thing that didn't work. Maybe it saw that guy pushing, that's why he wasn't pushing us in.
Ready for pushback.
Yeah, just clip into me, mate. Lucky. That was lucky.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
I think that looks hilarious. Yeah, it does. I think that's why GSX didn't push us back, because they probably saw him pushing back or her pushing back.
Locking gear.
Yeah, we can just push back and then go take this taxiway and then right and then left for holding point November 11 for runway 25 rights. Use autosave, yes.
Release parking brakes.
This guy needs to go, man. He needs to go.
Release parking brakes.
American 737, how long are you going to be, sir?
Release parking brakes.
I mean, obviously he's not going to reply. Maybe he's a bit shy or whatever, but yeah, man, he needs to go. Okay, I think he's about to go.
Release parking brakes.
There we go. Parking brake released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Cool. Once more, ignition to ground for engine number 1. And 2 is rising.
Daytona traffic, American 814, taxi 7 left. Daytona.
Why is he taxiing on 7 left? Sorry, fuel. What are the winds? Winds are 105 at 4 knots now, so they probably have changed it. Yeah, they probably have changed it. Huh, we might have to take 7 left actually, because the winds are changed. Let's have a look, see what departure do we need to take for 7 left. Still Rosie 7, I believe it is.
Set parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for good
Let's
engine
give them
start.
confirmation for good engine
Into ground.
start.
We have a good engine start.
Let's
And
go
disconnect.
ignition to ground for engine number 2. Departure is going to be 07 left, and we'll execute the same. Obviously we're going to have to get the oh, for God's sake, there's another discontinuity. Let's get the takeoff data in again. What was the, oh, let's say,
Unlocking
I
gear.
forgot. I think it was 37. Date of 24. Okay, it wasn't 30, 39. Yeah, that's it. Let's go take off. These speeds are fine. V2 was 150, so we're gonna plug that in. Lovely.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Just make sure there's no more discontinuities. Yes, there aren't.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Fuel for engine number 2. There we go. So thank you very much, and sorry for being a pain. Right, so let's get flaps set up, ladies and gents. Flaps 5 again. Yeah, winds are different now, so that's why. Right, flaps 5 is setting up, and that's looking good. Let's get everything else running now. Your dampers on, Gen 1 and 2 can come on, and electricity can go to Gen 1. Let's go get the taxi lights on, ignition to continuous, and with that probe heat can come on. We'll get the left and right packs auto, isolation valve auto, APU bleed can go off, APU can go off. Beautiful. Let's get to VNav and LNav armed, ladies and gents. Everything's full over here. One thing, let's get our FMC and takeoff data and set the trim 6.15. Again, just below 6. Cool. Parking brakes off. Let's get parking. Beautiful. So yeah, we're gonna take Daytona traffic Delta 146 for taking Charlie 2 onto November for holding point November 1 for runway 07 left Daytona traffic. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna follow this via Charlie 2, then go on to runway 07 left down there.
Traffic American 814, reporting runway 7 left.
We'll watch that American take off. We're going all the way down to the end. Actually, we don't need to. It's just that, you remember what happened last time when the tow got disconnected and the autothrottle was disconnecting as well? So I'm just trying to eliminate that from happening if I am going all the way down. Look at the water waves down there, man. Looks beautiful. There goes the American. Beautiful takeoff. Is that what that is the part of the racetrack? All of this is part of the racetrack. Praise, oh bloody hell, where are you going? I'm sorry, Grant gives us intersection. Okay. We'll just take this intersection then, if anything. Let's get the thrust to idle. And let's go and get the landing lights on. Runway turn off lights can come on. Oops, see what I mean? That does not go. Alright, let's go quickly and get the rest of the lights on. Strobe lights can come on. Everything else is looking fine. Let's keep continuing with our taxi. Lovely. Cool. With that, let's go and get my gear cam on. Get auto throttle on. Chrono can go on, and let's get the TCAS, the TARA. Ladies and gents, nose pressure down. First set to 40%. Again, to hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? 40%. N1 tow got green.
Airspeed alive.
Airspeed's alive.
80 knots.
80 knots, nose pressure neutral.
V1.
Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Here. Bye bye, beautiful Daytona Beach. Until next time. Beautiful takeoff, man. Absolutely beautiful takeoff. Love the scenery as well. Look at that. That is beautiful. Nice view of your college as well. Nice. Right, flaps 1. And we'll arm the autopilot. Let's climb to our cruise altitude of 30,000 feet. Alright, flaps up. Right after departure. Wow, your college is a very good location, man. Right next to the ocean right here. Alright, let's go and get the bring you guys to the main flight deck. Beef Boss Fortnite. Okay, we don't play Fortnite, but welcome anyway. Right, let's get gear position to off. We can get auto brakes to off as well. Run internal flights off, taxi lights off. Beautiful. While we're doing that, actually, we can get our landing altitude for 26 right. So 26 right, where are you? Six right, and minimums are 1,190, so we'll just get 1,200 basically. Okay. Oops. Beautiful. Coming up to 7,000 feet. Gonna go over Daytona area, or maybe Daytona city center, or whatever they call it. Let's get the zoom out a bit, and we can go direct to Sharks, I guess. Bob's, Rose, CRG, Bob's again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we definitely can go direct to Sharks because it looks like it's loaded up the plan twice. 10,000 feet, ladies and gents. Let's get the landing lights off. Sorry, not you. Ignition can go to off. Seatbelt signs, no smoking signs off. There doesn't seem to be much turbulence here, so we should be okay. Right, so that's looking all good. Unable 280 knots at Delta Tango Sierra. How come? Ah, okay. So update the speed there as well. That should be okay. We can add the fix in there as well. 26 right. And we'll get radius 15, 10, and we'll get 4 in there. Cool. So obviously we've got a few fixes in there. We've got progress page over here. That's looking nice as well. One thing I forgot to don't think it'll I don't think it'll update the flight plan now, but it's okay. We forgot to get our wings in. Should have gotten our wings. That looks beautiful. The fixed ring thing is really cool. I didn't know you could do that. To be honest, I knew you could do that, but I just didn't know how to do that or what really was the use of it, because I didn't really do much deep sort of investigation into it. But Josh did tell me that, you know, this is what you can use it for. It's really helpful when you're doing RNAV and visual approaches. It's really helpful to have fixes in. So let's get a bit different kind of music now, yeah? Let's just do that. Let's get a different kind of music in. Hopefully this does justice. Seems like it would help with landing configuration changes and such. Yes, it does. It definitely does. Remember to set standard at 18,000 a bill? Oh bloody hell, we completely forgot about that, didn't we? There we go, 18,000 feet just about. Thank you very much, Nuji. But yeah, alright, cool. That's looking fine. Are you into motorsports at all? Yes, I am into F1. I am definitely into my F1. I definitely think so, although knowing Lewis, he might want to push it for 9th. But again, I think if he wins 9th, he might want to set a record of 10. So with Lewis, it's a bit iffy. I think if he doesn't win this year, then he might consider retiring. But if he does win, either way, he might consider retiring. But like I said, knowing Lewis, I'm not sure if he would do that actually. Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm saying. So if he gets it this year, he would probably want to push himself to get, you know, 1 or 2 more. Because that's Lewis Hamilton. That's what he does. Yeah, I mean, all the Vettel was one of the legends, wasn't he? So it's quite sad to see him go. I believe he made the right decision because, you know, it's about time when you know that things aren't really working out in the way that you want to, then I think it's time to sort of like, you know, hang your gloves up and say enough is enough. I've done enough, which he has in a way. You know, obviously he's like worked with different teammates, he's worked with different drivers and young drivers. Sort of he was there to guide them in a way. In the end, teams were looking at him as a way of you know, improving their drivers, young drivers, and using him as a coach really. So he had to go. I think he decided for himself that, you know, he's not there to do that. Obviously he probably will do that in the future. He might become team principal, you never know. But yeah. Great driver, great mentor, and one of the nicest guys for sure. Yeah, definitely. And like I said, that's what probably the teams were using him for in the end, and he decided for himself, you know, that it's about time that I let go. As much as sometimes you don't want to, because the love and support and the passion you have for the game, you don't want to do that. But from a realistic point of view, you know, sometimes that is the correct decision to make. Into any other type of motorsports or sports? Not any other types of motorsports, to be honest with you. But yeah, I am into sports. I'm into you know, cricket being the main one, then football, then basketball here and there. I like tennis as well. Although I haven't watched a tennis match for quite a long time, to be honest. But yeah, I'm pretty much like all the sports. Oh, you played both of them. I played tennis once and it was so hard and never attempted it again. It was just too hard for me. Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, sir? Good to see you on board. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing good, man. Thank you very much for asking, buddy. I'm doing good. Which football team you support? I support Man United. I support Manchester United. Yeah, they needed that form, man. They really needed that form badly, and I'm so happy that they are coming around after such a long time of struggle. They are definitely coming around. What about you? Do you support any teams, Nuji? So, not really anymore. I just watch and enjoy the games, honestly. Nice. For the World Cup, obviously I support the US, but in clubs I like DC United and started supporting Leeds as well. Cool. Leeds United, not bad. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched American soccer in a long time. Can't remember the last time I did watch, but yeah. Yeah, it's awful compared to Premier League or La Liga or anything in Europe, but it's my home team from where I'm from, so yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, players are equally as passionate or equally working out or keeping themselves fit for the same game. Like, it doesn't require less effort, but it's just the popularity, I guess. In US, you've got different sports that are popular, but in here, it's a completely different story. Alright, so remaining fuel difference 1.1, and let's take that out of 66.6. That will leave us with 65.5, I believe. So 66.6 minus 1 point. Flipping hate this. 66.6 minus 1.1. Yeah, 65.5. Just trying to calculate the top of descent and wait, what? Really? Landing distance available so less? Okay, we're gonna have to use auto brakes 3 for runway 26 right. I didn't know that 26 right is such a short runway. We can put 61.5.5 in there. That will be our final speed. 3049 plus 5, so that will give us a final speed of 154. Let's check, and our top of descent is 79 nautical miles, so you can get the speed, or we can get the altitude down to 5,000 feet, I believe. It's only 8k, I think. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, that's what I just looked at. I didn't realize it was so short. Yeah, it's only 2,591 meters, so it's not long at all. Right, so QNH is 30.12, so we'll put that in 30.12, and minimums were 1,190, so we're gonna put them in. Will be long click and hold. $1,190. There we go. Almost there. There we go, 1,190. That's looking cool. And yeah. We don't have any VATSIM coverage around Atlanta, which is weird. Is there a quicker way to put in minimums? Because once I had to put in minimums for Telluride, which is at 9,000 feet. Bloody hell. To be honest, not that I know of, no. These clouds look insane. No, Nuji, I'm not. I'm not into metal. I'm into my trap, R&B, rap. To be honest with you, even now, the only rap I do listen to is J. Cole. I don't listen to anyone else. Drake and obviously all these other ones, the famous ones. But yeah. Other than that, I'm a music person. To be honest with you, I'm actually a music person. I like pretty much all the music. I would listen to anything that sort of suits my ears. Doesn't matter what language is in, if I understand it or not. I'd listen to anything. Where are we over now? Georgia, probably. We can have a look. I don't like the way they've added so many like VFR points in here, because you know, I liked it before where you could just select the world maps. Okay, it's fine. South Georgia. You're really good. What simulator do you have, Yuji? Or are you a real life pilot? I don't know why I have a feeling you are. Look at those thick clouds. Bloody hell. They look insane. They look really beautiful, man. I'm just watching my daughter play. I'm a PPL and I do some MSF when I'm back home. Damn, you have your PPL? That's amazing. You're doing your instrument rating right now. Nice, man. That's really good. When are you thinking of becoming a pilot? And if you do, make sure you fly to London Heathrow as well, so I can get free rides every now and then to America. It's got you, hopefully as soon as I get out of college. Nice. So is college like your backup plan, I guess? So you're in your first year, so 3 more to go. Bloody hell, wow, okay. Even though you don't need the degree to apply to airlines, it still gives you an advantage over people who don't have one. And yeah, as you said, it's a backup. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess it's more of a backup than an actual degree need for to become a pilot. My degree is in aeronautical science, so it will look quite good to the... Oh wow, that is a very cool degree. Alright, so as you can see, we are almost at the top of the descent, 10 nautical miles. So we are about to descend pretty soon. Just gonna get my headphones off for a bit. Will, can you lease to Wizz Air from Luton to Dortmund? Okay, Max, I'll keep that in mind. There we go, top of descent, and we will start our descent any minute. Do you have the A320neo in the Wizz Air livery? Yes, I do. I do have that. Alright, so we're gonna have to get auto brakes 3 for this landing anyway, so we'll get that in tune. There we go. We have started our descent. Beautiful. We have nothing but fluffy clouds all around. I really want to get a PC down here so I can get back to fly sim, honestly. Yeah, man, why don't you? What do you fly at? Fly on at home? Just get their system down here. Home is fatherhood. That's what I'm saying. You could just bring the whole system there. Why not? Why can't you bring the PC on the plane? Yeah, I mean it depends if you're allowed to bring it in the hand luggage, depending on how much it weighs. It's quite cloudy in Atlanta as well. It's broken at 2,400 feet. No, overcast at 2,400. Broken at 1,400 feet. So it's going to be interesting landing. Is 5,000, that's fine. actually see the ground below. From all the clouds. $19,000 and an 18 will go for a local QNH, which is a 3012. So we have 82 nautical miles to go, which is not too bad, so we should be done in about 15-20 minutes. Let's get the local QNH 3012 set. Wow man, the clouds in the game get me every time, so beautiful. I know, they look so real, like such fluffy clouds. Look at that ground down there. What is that? It's beautiful blue water there. Does it give you weather? Like, does it give metals and taps, etc.? Yes, it does. It does. I believe the weather in Phoenix A320 gets fetched from VATSIM servers, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, VATSIM does give you weather and stuff if you want. Also, it depends on VATSIM, because if you have ATIS for a certain airport, then obviously you'll have all the meta for that airport. If you don't have any ATIS, then it won't give you weather. But it's a really good thing, a really good add-on to have to fly a bit more realistic. Obviously we are a bit unfortunate we don't have any ATC coverage for Atlanta, but usually we do, and it would have been quite nice if we did, to be honest. Yeah, yesterday I think it was Ilyas, or Pine on Pizza, as you guys know him on the chat. He sent me a few videos, or that one video on Discord that helped a lot. So I think that's the reason why we having such smooth gameplay today. Kidlet, dang, I just woke up, wish I could have done this fly with you. Oh, Kidlet, it's all good, man. It's all good. Maybe you can join us on one of the European or some sort of Middle Eastern flights tomorrow. I'm thinking of taking a flight from Madrid down to Marrakesh, or we'll find something else for Marrakesh. That sounds like a really fun flight. I've never flown in Africa in MSF. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it is quite nice flight, to be honest with you. I quite like flying in that area. Let's go to forecast, and the only thing we can put in there is our QNH, because I forgot to get the data in our folder to request winds. I mean, I can try, but I doubt to have weather data in the folder of PMDG in my computer. I forgot to download it. Yeah, see, invalid data link, which means we forgot to put these in. It's all good though. Everything else is looking fine. So what we can do, ILS frequency 11010, course is 275, so let's get that in. So ILS frequency 11010, course is 275, so we'll plug that in. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Right, 10,000 feet. Let's get our landing lights on. Ignition can go to continuous. Seatbelt signs, no smoking signs, and seatbelt signs on. And everything else is fine over here. Yep. Wait, is this the final leg? Yes, Kidlet, it is the final leg. We've done one leg already. Let's have a look. What speed do we need to be? 240 is fine. Alright, let's get our music off as well while we're at it. Hopefully frames will be okay in Atlanta. Yeah, I hope so too. Let's have a look right now what they're sitting at. Yeah, stable 38, 37 FPS. Remember, it's 37 because I've put the refresh rate to 50%. Otherwise, this would have been about 60 FPS right now. Rate of descent, as you can see, is sort of slowed down. What was I looking at? ILS is at 5,000, so we're good with that. Go around altitude will be 4,000 as well. So once we have glide slope in, we'll go down to go around altitude. You can see Heinz way is here, and we've got to be at 5,000 by Heinz as well, so that's good. Oh, they're absolutely insane. Let's increase the volume for our in-game. Let's go to level change. Gonna get speed down to 230 knots. Let's get speed brakes up a little bit. What flight are we doing tomorrow? Yeah, Max, I haven't decided yet what flight we're going to be doing tomorrow. So yeah, let's see what happens. If you hear a noise, just ignore that. That's my little one getting excited. We've got coming down to 5,000, and let's see what speed we need to be. Speed's 230 knots is fine. Let's zoom in a bit more. I'm going to arm the approach. Atlanta traffic Delta 1464, turning base for runway, turning final for runway 26 right, 20 miles out. We need our headphones on now. There we go, lock green. Let's get the speed down to 210 knots. Yeah, we need to butter this, don't we? We need to butter this one, man. It's about time. I'm gonna get flaps 1 in. Final speed 154, so we need to keep that in mind. We've got 25 knots of headwind. It's going to be a bit of a challenge then. 18 miles out. Still got a bit of distance to go. Let's hope we can get good butter this time, guys. FPS still looking good. As you can see, glide slope is coming down nicely. This cloud break gonna be insane. Glide slope green. $13 miles, and below 10 will, or at 10 we'll start descending down to, or we'll start reduce the speed to 180 knots. Look at that beautiful cloud break. We are connected to that sim, aren't we? Here we are. $11 miles to go. You can see the runway in sight right there. Let the go around altitude to 4,000. $10 miles, speed down to 180 knots. With that, let's go get the runway 10 of lights on, taxi lights on. Atlanta traffic Delta 1464, 9 miles final for runway 26 right. Gear can come down. Look at that beautiful approach. Let's get the recording on. Flaps 10. (2,000 feet to go). Arm our speed brakes. Speed brakes are armed. Alright, let's take the speed down to final speed of 154 knots. Yes, that's correct, 154. You can see the visibility is getting a bit low. Right, flaps 15. Flaps 20. 25 of these. Flaps 30. Beautiful, ladies and gents. Hope you guys will enjoy this beautiful landing. And it's my job to make a butter. We've got 15 knots of crosswind coming in. That doesn't matter. Let's get our autopilot off. Speed is off. Two reds, two whites. Speed slightly on the high side. Let's get that up.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
That was tricky. Good landing overall.
Landing, but a bit hard. Our G's were good. We have a 0.98 of G's. Good center line. 70 knots. Auto brakes off. We'll take this next to Bravo 3. Yeah, that was really good landing, to be honest. In my opinion, you might have showed firm landing, but I think that was a really good landing. So we're gonna take this next Bravo 3 on to Bravo. Let's get our gate, which is gonna be Delta 38. I believe that's the one we took off from initially. So we're gonna go down to Delta 38. There we go. We know where it is. It's just let's go Delta. So that will be on. We'll take this next right. And then continue straight via Echo 5, Foxtrot 5, and then another left. Although now that I think about it, we should have taken this one here. Right, we're gonna have to cross runway 08 left. Sorry, 08 right, and make sure we are clear on both sides. Although it's a bit too late, but yeah. Then the traffic Delta 14 left, sorry 1464 vacating the runway and crossing runway 08 right. That's the traffic. Yeah, I am using FSLTL, but although I might persuade myself to get you know, FS traffic. So we're gonna have to go down one lane over here, I believe, and our gates are just there. We haven't retracted our flaps or anything for the replay.
Atlanta traffic, American 2072, turn and final for runway 26 right, Atlanta.
Let's take this left, and we'll take this. Our stand is just there. $43.8. That is 38, okay. Oh, we overshot that like quite a bit. Wait, are we? Where is 38? I'm confused now. Yeah, this is 38. this is not going to be good parking at all. It will take anyway. Yeah, can never get perfect alignment, can we? Right, ladies and gents. Not the best parking, like I was saying, because we overshot that by quite a margin. But what we are going to do, I'm going to get the overhead cam off and the
And the line of traffic American 2072, 10 miles up.
stop the recording.
Atlanta.
Let's go and disconnect from VATSIM. And let's go and watch the replay, shall we? Wait for this bad boy to load up everything. Right, let's resume the replay. We've got a lovely ring view coming up as well, so make sure you guys stick around for that. Listen guys, thank you all so much for all the love and all the support today. Appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you guys tomorrow, same place, same time, and who knows, we might have some Royal Maroc in line for you. But yeah, until then, take care of yourself, take care of each other, peace and love, and we'll have a wing view coming up shortly. Enjoy the landing. Thank you all. Thank you Nuji, thank you KATL, thank you everyone who joined today. Appreciate you all. Alright, let's give you guys the wing view. Look at that city down there. Anyway, ladies and gents, enjoy the landing. See you guys tomorrow. Take care.